What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant makes his prediction on Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo Alvarez, and this is what he has to say. He says this quote, he says, Saunders won't lay down versus Canelo, at least not right off the bat. Caleb Plant is confident that he will seek Saul Canelo Alvarez in a bout for the undisputed super middleweight championship when all is said and done. The unbeaten IBF titleist is so confident that Alvarez should see a much stiffer challenge in his May 8th title unification showdown with England's Billy Joe Saunders, which is 30-0 and 14 KOs, than was the case in his mandatory title defense over the weekend. He says, I think Canelo will get past Billy Joe, Plant told BoxingScene.com, but I do think that Billy Joe has some attributes. Mentally, he's not going to lay down, at least not right off the bat. Alvarez was able to blast past Anvir Durham, as we know, and knock him out in 3 rounds. But we see Billy Joe Saunders as a true threat. Okay, a proper challenge, and I think it's going to be a very surprising fight. Now, do I agree with Caleb Plant? It depends. I don't think that Caleb was capping. I don't think that this was a hate. I think what he was saying was very realistic from where he was coming from. If you were going to root for anybody, you would root for the cash cow. Like Teddy Atlas says, always follow the money. But in this situation, I think the way he explained it was, hey, Billy Joe has some attributes. Billy Joe can box. And one thing about a boxer, they're going to always respect another boxer. Okay, they're always going to know, hey, a boxer recognizes a boxer, right? So I think that Caleb Plant knows that Billy Joe is a threat. But will he beat Canelo? No, he won't. He won't beat Canelo. According to Caleb Plant. And the way he said it, he'll get past Canelo. I think what he meant to say is, if it's a close fight, people, Canelo's going to get the nod. Okay, that's just it. He's going to get the nod. He's always got the nod. And until he doesn't get the nod, we're going to always think he will get the nod. Okay, that is what it is. So, I think at the end of the day, Caleb Plant is preparing himself for Canelo Alvarez, but respects Billy Joe Saunders. And I think at the end of the day, you have 2 skilled fighters. One has been with damn near everybody. Canelo has damn near fought everybody except Pacquiao. Everybody that that from that time frame on up. And I think Pacquiao was just too small. I mean, the fight was in talks at one point, but, he's fought everyone. Cotto, Mosley, Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? Lara, Angulo, Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev. I mean, he's been through. Then you got Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe has beat Chris Eubank Jr., guys like that. Hard-hitting David Lemieux, those type of guys. He's got those guys out of there, and when people thought that he was going to lay down. So he's the kind of rise to the occasion type fight. So this is a very challenging fight all the way through. But I think Caleb Plant, I think he's hoping for the Canelo fight. And while you hope for a Canelo fight, you want to edge the fight towards the person that you hope to win. And this may be the case. But he put a twist in there because he didn't want people to think that he was capping on Billy Joe. He didn't want people to think that, Billy Joe's a pushover, because he sure in the hell won't be. And if anything, if he does beat Canelo Alvarez and it ends up being some weird type of deal, expect Canelo to be victorious or it to be a draw. The best thing for any type of fight with Canelo's involved, if you beat Canelo, is a draw. You're not going to get a win. It's like playing a game in a casino, right? Where you know that you should have won, but since it's rigged, you'll never win. So just expect it to, to break even or whatnot. And I think that's what Caleb Plant meant. And I think it's interesting to hear him say that about Billy Joe, since, you know, all these guys are rivals, and I hope all of them fight each other one day, you know, because I always wanted to see Caleb Plant fight another decent or another good boxer, because you have boxer, slugger, brawler, boxer, puncher, counter puncher, you know, and then he's been with those different styles like Uzcategui. He's done a really good job with those type of guys, you know, like his last fight, his last challenge against Truax. He did a good job with him, but he was like a brawler, like a guy, you know, but I want to see him fight an equal boxer. So, yes, I want to see all these fights at one point. But, hey, first thing first, Canelo Alvarez is coming after everybody. And, you know, Caleb Plant is down that line. So, you guys tell me what you think of Caleb Plant's prediction of Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo Alvarez. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.